This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I didn't even realize the game got into a fight with one of his teammates before when he was playing like a celebrity basketball game. But it was revealed that, you know, I guess he got into it with him because the other guy was talking too much smack in game, had enough and just smacked him in the face. And then the guy he fought back on the game and the game got stomped out. The Swaggy P broke it down, but I don't know. Then we got Logic. He thinks people were so stupid because they fell for it. They fell for his little joke. The fake photo of him being chubby. Well, you know, bro, you put it out there like it was people might believe you. You might, you know, he's like, you guys are so stupid. And he's like, before, after. And then he showed the original picture. I mean, obviously he didn't blow up and get fat because he had shown videos of himself like days prior to that. Neyo's a freak. Yeah. His ex, Manetta Shaw, says she had to discontinue having threesomes during their relationship because he wanted them like every day. He's a freak. Yeah. She was like, am I not enough? Maybe you weren't, baby. But maybe you were enough to be freaky of what he, you know, you were enough to be liking what he likes and being the bait to get other women. So you were enough. You just weren't. You couldn't stand. You couldn't take the test of time. He didn't want you by himself. He should just get into like a poly relationship with two women if that's what he likes. Asian doll. I know you guys hate when I report on her, but she says girls live in Atlanta because rent is cheap. Newsflash, Asian doll. Rent is not cheap in Atlanta. It averages out around $2,200 to $30,000, right in there for like a decent one bedroom. She says, I moved to New York in a penthouse. No, you didn't. You did not move into a penthouse. You're not paying $10,000 to $15,000 a month for an apartment. And why would you anyways? Why wouldn't you just get a if Atlanta's so cheap, why wouldn't you get a penthouse in Atlanta? This girl is dumber than a bag of rocks. She's so stupid. She can't do simple math. She thought she was still with King Von when he died, and she said we got back together in December when he had died in November. They got back together in the afterlife. Here's Boosie going off again. You know, he's talking about when he was on trial for murder, the guy who he was on trial for murder against, because I'm sure his daughter and his baby mom are trying to slander him more. They're doing a little too much. It's fitting for the fam, but you know they are doing too much against Boosie.
At different times. When he got shot the last time, that was his 6th time getting shot. So don't act like I was on trial for a good Samaritan. Let me run it again. He was a convicted child rapist. Convicted. He beat 5 murder charges. He was a known robber in the city. He beat his mama with a 2x4. He been shot 29 times on 6 different occasions. If anybody came to my trial, you would have saw his body up there with 29 marks in it. 29 times shot over on 6 different occasions. He beat 5 bodies. Let's talk about it. He's a convicted child rapist who was fucking her and her little sister Drika. I ain't snitching on nobody, he dead.
Yo, that laugh at the end was crazy.
He snitching on nobody. He dead. He playing spades with Tupac right now. Now he playing spades with Tupac. He dead. Let's keep it real, man. They act like I was on trial for a college student. Man, they act like I was on trial for a college student, man. This man was a convicted child rapist.
Okay, we get it, Boosie. Okay. Boosie, someone said Boosie is Lucifer, then they said Boosie talks a lot. Why is he glorifying this guy? Boosie, why do people say Boosie's pushing 60? He's not. He's 41. All he did was step on a stepper. He really sick in the head. He was King Von before King Von. I mean, when you're younger, you don't look... I don't know. Because he still kind of glorifies street stuff. I don't know. You look at it differently in your 20s than you do in your 30s. So I'll say that much, you know? People mature. You see King Yellas and all these guys getting more mature now and not wanting to do street stuff anymore. They feel blessed to be alive. Look at 600 Breezy and everybody trying to change their lives, throwing their flags down. I don't want to be a gangster no more. FBG Bud and Melton out there throwing his flag down, you know. People get more mature, and you get out of that, like, we're all stupid in our 20s. I did plenty of stupid stuff in my 20s. I wasn't in this, I didn't grow up in the streets. But the risks I took to make it doing, like, music videos and stuff was, like, stupid, man. Like, you don't think you could, you think you're invincible, like, you can't die, you know? That's what I'm saying. And I think it applies to anything in life, you know? This is why they say take most of your risks in your 20s, you know? Because you have more of a tolerance for risk. Jacob York calls out Styles P because Styles P refers to the past president. He said, I'd rather have him than the current guy because the current guy is like a hidden... has hidden agendas, you know? Another guy was... straightforward. I'm not going to say their names. I'm not into politics. Jacob York is very into politics. He's very into managing models too. He's very into beefing with Chris Brown online. Jacob York is an interesting individual. That's all I could say. But he had stuff to say about Styles P, and Styles P voiced his opinion. He didn't say he's voting for the guy. He just said, Styles P is the person that'll never be happy, as whoever's president. I don't think many of us will. I'm not very political. Politicians let me down time and time again, and I'm sure they let you down too. I mean, Obama was the first person I voted for. I was kind of let down by that, I wasn't so, I don't know, it's like politicians are a letdown, period, And I think that people are just sick of politics, period. But it's being shoved down our throats like we can actually change things with voting. You can't change that much, I'm going to tell you that much. There's a bigger plan going on. I mean, still vote, you have to vote. But I'm just saying... it seems like there's a bigger plan cooking up in the world, that's terrifying, and I hate to think about the agendas that are being pushed. It's a lot deeper than color and all that other stuff. It's more about control, and it's scary. And I used to think that was conspiracy, but now I'm like, geez, the past 4 years have showed us a lot, Anyways, I love you all and I appreciate you all, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.